you made some comments about Angel Reese.
Yeah.
You called her garbage compared to Caitlin Clark.
Yes.
Aries Spears recently stirred up the sports world with a bold statement claiming that Angel Reese, one of the WNBA's up-and-coming talents, doesn't hold a candle to Caitlin Clark.
Okay. So everything ain't fucking racial, man. Stop trying to make it racial. It's about sports ability. And
Fans were shocked. How could he dismiss her skills like that, especially when she ranks among the league's top rebounders?
Listen, if you crawl on your stomach long enough, you'll reach your destination. And she's crawling on her stomach to get to her journey. And she gets there, but it's a...
Spears didn't hold back. He also slammed Reese's fans, calling them delusional for backing her. But this isn't just about basketball talent. His remarks have sparked a fiery debate over expectations versus performance. What's really driving Spears' harsh critique?
Listen, man, and again, I will emphasize this every day of the week, twice on Sunday. I love my people. I love black people. Mwah, 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 mwah. But I think sometimes we do play the race card too.
Spears didn't hold back, saying Angel Reese's game lacks finesse and skill. He even called her movements awkward, likening them to a baby giraffe, while comparing Caitlin Clark to NBA star Steph Curry. His critique struck hard and felt personal, especially when he suggested Reese's impressive stats might be misleading, arguing her rebounds and points come from sheer repetition rather than true talent. For Spears, it's not just about numbers, but the artistry of the game, a flair he sees in Clark but not in Reese.
It's not necessary, because everybody's trying to make this about a, come on, black man, protect the sisters, brother. This ain't racial. This is about sports. This is about...
Spears' remarks quickly went viral, igniting a storm on social media with fans divided between outrage and agreement. Reese supporters rushed to defend her, pointing to her impressive rebound numbers and commanding presence on the court. She leads her team with an average of 13.1 rebounds per game and plays a crucial role in the team's defense. Yet Spears highlighted her shooting percentages, arguing they reveal inefficiencies in her game. According to stats, Reese makes about 44.5% of her close-range shots, but just a few feet further out, her accuracy plummets to only 11.1%.
Game who's very reminiscent of a Steph Curry based on her range and shooting the three, plus everything else she does. And then you look at Angel Reese.
For Spears, these numbers highlight Reese's inconsistency, especially compared to Caitlin Clark, whom he sees as more polished and dependable. He even likened Clark's shooting range to Steph Curry's, praising her blend of precision, power, and game control. Clark's ability to sink three-pointers from nearly anywhere on the court sets her apart. In Spears' eyes, Clark plays with elegance and finesse, while Reese relies more on grit than grace. Still, many fans weren't convinced, feeling Spears' harsh critique was unwarranted.
And it goes, Angel Reese going up for another layup. She misses. Bang! And I mean, dude, it's the funniest shit. And my whole thing is this, dude. She just seems as uncoordinated.
The backlash extended beyond basketball, as many saw Spears' critiques sparking broader conversations about race and representation. Angel Reese, a high-profile black athlete, inspires countless young fans, and critics argued that harshly comparing her to the white Caitlin Clark carried troubling undertones. Spears, however, maintained that his comments weren't about race. He felt people were reading racial implications into his words too quickly, insisting his focus was solely on skill and the quality of play, not a player's skin color.
Come on, man. It's like people go, well, you know, she averages the league in most rebounds and double-doubles. It's like, listen, if you throw up 85 attempts, you're eventually going to get one or two. But the fact that you have to throw the ball up 85 times...
Spears didn't hold back when addressing Reese's fans, calling them delusional for overlooking what he sees as flaws in her game. For him, this wasn't just casual criticism. It was about how fans often confuse hype with true talent. He argued that Reese's supporters focus more on her social presence and media appearances than her actual performance on the court. This only intensified the debate, with many feeling Spears was targeting not just Reese, but also her devoted fan base. Some of Reese's fans countered, saying her public persona, is part of her charm. Unlike Clark, who keeps a lower profile, Reese embraces media appearances and even hosts her own podcast, positioning herself as a role model for young athletes, particularly women of color navigating professional sports. Fans suggested that this visibility may attract extra scrutiny compared to Clark. Spears, however, dismissed this, implying that Reese's media focus might distract from her game. He suggested she could benefit from a more concentrated approach, similar to Clark's. Another key point Spears raised was efficiency. He believes Reese's stats reflect persistence rather than refined skill. Spears argued that anyone who takes enough shots will eventually score, even if they aren't the most skilled shooter. He used a vivid analogy, comparing Reese's approach to crawling on your stomach, slow, awkward, but ultimately effective. To Spears, this method highlights brute force rather than genuine skill, lacking the finesse and elegance he sees in Clark's game. The debate over skill versus statistics has sparked a larger discussion about what truly defines talent in sports. Some fans insist stats, points, rebounds, assists, are the most objective measure of a player's ability, offering concrete evidence of greatness. Spears, however, emphasizes that basketball is also about style, fluidity, and presence on the court, qualities he believes Clark has in abundance and Reese does not. One reason this controversy remains heated is the ongoing conversation about the portrayal and image of female athletes in sports. Reese is celebrated for being unapologetically herself, embracing her confidence and individuality both on and off the court. Her strong personality and distinctive style have made her a role model for many. In contrast, Clark lets her performance speak for itself, prioritizing her game over public appearances. For Spears, Reese's public persona is a distraction, drawing attention away from her actual athletic skills. Fans are split on the issue. Some see Reese's approach as modern and empowering, viewing her as a trailblazer who proves athletes can excel in their sport while also building a personal brand. Others, like Spears, argue that athletes should focus primarily on their performance, letting their skills do the talking. This clash between traditional and modern perspectives on sports careers has intensified the debate, keeping fans highly engaged and emotions running strong. As the controversy spread online, even prominent sports figures began weighing in. Spears' harsh critique of Angel Reese sparked intense debate, with fans divided over skill, stats, and public persona. While he argues Reese lacks finesse and should focus on the game, supporters highlight her rebounding, grit, and role as a trailblazer, especially for young women of color. The discussion has expanded to larger questions about talent, representation, and what truly defines greatness in sports, balancing raw skill, consistency, and influence both on and off the court. Fans continue to debate whether Spears' take is fair or overly harsh.